in the shop, we have a 2006 special edition. This one is actually not a full restoration, but I thought it'd be cool to document the process of kind of transforming this thing within like a day and a half. So I bought this from the West Coast. It just landed a couple of days ago. I bought it maybe like 3 weeks ago. When the person reached out, they told me that the motor was blown, but I noticed that most of the Banshee was fucking mint. The axle was an instant giveaway. All the zinc is still there. So that's kind of like a no-brainer that it hasn't really been beaten on. Only downfall is that the engine is smoked. I don't know what happened, but when I seen the photos initially, I thought maybe I could save the bottom end, and I just took out this rag. The crankshaft has crazy up and down play, so it needs an entire motor rebuild, but it's nothing that we can't handle. So today the plan is we're gonna remove the engine from the Banshee. Once the engine is out, I'm gonna have a homie power wash it. That way he can kind of get in all those cracks that you can't get into while the engine's in there. Start taking off all these parts like the rims, tires. We don't really have any use for that. I mean, we're so far from the dunes, nobody cares about that shit. So stuff like that will get thrown on our Instagram story. We'll sell it for dumb cheap. So if you're not following us on Instagram, definitely tap in with Bonzi Garage. Front grab bar, rear grab bar, those are getting replaced. The shocks are getting replaced. The headlights are getting replaced. Obviously all new plastic set, bringing it back to that original look. Came with some painted orange plastics, which are actually pretty cool, but I'm not using them for this build. I want to make this look like the original 2006 special edition because this year is like one of the most sought after years. The last year it's a special edition. So it all starts with removing that engine, disassemble it, vapor honing it. That's also another thing that we have in the shop now. Very, very hyped to announce that we are partnering with Vapor Honing Technologies. This is the best fucking machine that we could possibly have. You're gonna see today firsthand the before and after and what this thing is capable of doing. The owner also gave me the original jugs that came with it, so I'm gonna get these bored and honed out. They're actually really clean still, which is a plus. We got a lot of work to do, so without wasting any more time, let's jump into it.
Now this is for the ladies in all my dog. Come on, get your ass up off the wall. All you have to do is give Crawford a call. Now watch me come through and get it cracking, y'all. I'm still breaking bricks with the homie Quick. We trying to get it down just as far as it gets. Cause all I have to do is hog back and spit. And watch all the little mamas start having fits. When I slide to the city in my Escalade, I ain't worried about shit cause we extra paid. I'm trying to stay sharp as a razor blade. And you think about now that we got it made. And I'ma tell you right now, that ain't the case. Ain't nothing like more chips in my safe. Stop skinning and grinning all in my face. Before I cock back and show you how my pistol tastes.
If you flip, then let me know.
Yeah.
But if you sit, then let me go.
Let me go, mama.
Oh no. Cause if you floss, it just don't show.
So we got the engine out of the ATV. As I was saying earlier, the crankshaft is smoked. Something like this is fixable, but it's just simply not worth the time and money. You're better off just buying like a new crankshaft. The plan is we're gonna completely take this apart right now, clean it up a little bit, then throw it inside of the vapor hone and then reassemble it with a brand new hot rod crankshaft. We're doing a stock engine, so stock stroke, and then Pro X casted pistons. So these are actually 65.5. I believe I had these in stock. The cylinders are at a 64 millimeter bore, but these are the only ones that I have. So I'm getting them bored to these pistons, and then obviously all new gaskets, seals, you name it. We're gonna make this thing look crispy, brand new within like the next couple of hours. So we're gonna start by disassembling it.
I drive up and down Harlem blocks, iced out watch, knots in my socks. Cops think I'm selling rocks, pulling me over to see if I'm drunk, but I'm sober. They wouldn't fuck with me if I drove a Nova. Listen, Columbo, you mad because your money comes slow, and what you make in a year, I make in one show.
Probably like 45 minutes later, we have the engine completely disassembled. Honestly, this one isn't really that dirty, and it makes sense because that Banshee is really, really clean. This is gonna be the before we vapor hone it, right? So we're gonna give you a good look at what it looks like on the top case, on the bottom case, and then after about 30 minutes, realistically, probably in the vapor hone, it'll look brand new. Looking brand new, top and bottom. She got the sauce, and now we are gonna assemble with all the new goods. So hot rod, stock stroke, Pro X pistons, like I said before, 65.5, all new gaskets, seals, all the good shit. Nice little restart on this thing. Gonna pop out all these old seals, clean it up a little bit of brake clean, and that's really it.
Now let's get down to business, bitches. Cause it seems like y'all just keep on trying to diss this nigga that you know that's been down for years. I've clowned for years, and y'all can never fade my peers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 8, you can't win. Cause all the way around, nigga, I get respect. And you's a nigga that can't even get no props in your set. Drag new park, you say, huh? Wanna be rippin', but now it's time to do some set trippin'. So listen close, cause I don't want y'all to miss that I'm about to break it down for this bitch. Check it, occasion, compliment for spruce, cedar, elm, west side tree spraying all the fleas. That's from the 3 and 400 block P-Funk riding. So niggas watch your ass at that center divide. Now Aaron Tyler, tell me why you seem so tame when I caught you at the airport shaking like a crap game. You look up and you see my niggas coming, and you look like your bitch ass was about to start running. But all I wanted to do was kick a little conversation and see if we can fix this little situation. But would I fuck you up was what you wondered. Yeah, that's probably why you changed your little pager number. But bitches like you don't grow. You can't even look me in my eye, let alone go toe to toe. And calling me skinny, you's a clown. I'ma call you Theo cause you weigh 92.3 pounds. Whack ass actor, movie script killer. Fool, don't you know? Quick and steal the nigga. Compton psycho, boy you oughta quit. Your records don't hit, and bitches don't jock your shit. You need to stay down, you Compton clown. And
As you see, the bike came with paddle tires. That is literally useless to me here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these up on Instagram for pretty cheap. I mean, the rims are in great condition. I think these go for like 700 bucks. They got all the center caps, which is always a plus. We're gonna put on some 10-inch ITP wheels that I've had laying around on the shelves for probably a couple months now. Powder coated satin black, which will match this build perfect. But I think the low profile tires are gonna give it that nice look that it's missing right now with these ugly ass fucking sand paddle tires. So fresh rims, fresh tires. Oh, and hopefully over the next couple of hours, those cylinders will be done. We'll throw them on the fucking motor. Bang this bitch out.
All razors, hands down, nigga, the game is all jaders. Something hot drop, I get them in all flavors. He's a dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors. Yeah, 2 extra whores. I'm in the new Aston with 2 extra doors. With a quick flip, I don't try to stretch for more. 100% powder, extra raw. And I get it from Giuseppe, either him or the essays. I've been smacking these rappers around for a decade. Still trying to get mommy to Sacamela Leche. Know if I take her out, I can pop her the next day. The Black Mamba, the vocals, MJ of the Pro Tools, antisocial.
So originally when we started breaking down this bike, I said that we were gonna have it done somewhere between 24 to 48 hours. We're about a whole day late. We're already past that, and that was out of my control. I had my homie Smike bore out a couple sets of cylinders. He was just fucking off. But I finally got them back, and now those are on the motor. We built the entire bottom end before putting on the cylinders, and that's probably something I wouldn't normally do, just because there's a possibility of the crank seals leaking. It could be a brand new fucking crankshaft, brand new gaskets, and some odd reason there still is that chance of it leaking. So normally I wouldn't do that, but I wanted to get ahead of myself, and obviously, you know, I trust my build. So brand new studs are going on here, then a head gasket, then the cylinder head, and we should be good to go. We got to pressure test it, put the original reeds on, obviously the boots as well, clean those up. But yeah, we're looking good, and we're gonna get this thing in the bike within the next couple of hours, get it started, tune it, set it back to the stock Banshee. It didn't come with an exhaust, but I do have a bunch of stock OEM exhausts, and the only thing I was missing was the baffles, so I got those last night. We're gonna get an airbox cleaned up, got all new plastic seat, everything. Gonna make this thing look very, very nice within the next 5 hours. I told people that I would have this up for a giveaway by 6 p.m. today. Is that gonna happen? Probably not, but you know, we're shooting for the stars here. We got about 6.5 pounds of pressure, so that means in 6.5 minutes, it should not drop anything lower than 5.5 pounds. We're gonna leave that here. Obviously, we're not gonna sit here with a fucking camera. We're looking good so far. If it had a major leak, it would have already dropped crazy. 6.5 minutes, we'll check back, and if it has any leaks, we gotta find it with some soap and water, but I'm confident we'll be all right. So it's just about 6.5 minutes, and we haven't moved a single line on this pressure gauge, so we're pretty much good to go. Every single engine that we build here in the shop always gets pressure tested because they love to leak around all the mounting points, so the intake gasket, the head gasket, and the base gaskets as well. I like to use this copper sprayer gasket on top of the metal WSM gaskets that I use on the base gasket and the head gasket, and then a Permatex Ultra Black RTV sealant around the intake gaskets, and that that pretty much does the job. So spreading my knowledge here. So we're gonna put this inside of that 06 right now, try and bang out the entire bike within the next couple of hours. That way we can shoot photos and videos and get it out the door.
Hey, yo, no question, I'm the best in this rap business. No doubt I'm strapped, get back, I get clapped. Ridiculous, son, I'm flipping this one. Don't be dumb, you better run, I end up like my last victim. Shit, that's real, I already been through. Scared from the threats I sent you. It's all in the mental. Jacking niggas like I'm in the central. Cutting through that ass like a Ginsu. As I commence to get big with my niggas. AG and showbiz. Now your idol is doing vital damage to your ribs. Words straight up and down. Grab them seats, get crushed. I leave your style cramped. My crew can't be touched. So when you hear the bomb, you know it's deep throat, son. No one can fuck around. Yeah, that's right. No
hey yo, the honey's on the deals, cause I play ball good, it's all good. I'm still representing the hood. Big shouts to Uncle D, you're my number one neighbor, no doubt. I'm fulfilling through with my nigga Gary Gator. Peace to Rock Raider and all the good fellas. People getting jealous, well it's the brothers. On some other shit, can't forget Shabazz. Representing, not to mention that I'm getting
All right, so the 2006 is all complete. This is our first ride. We're here at the airstrip that we normally test every single Banshee. Earlier we came here and I forgot that the exhaust springs were off, so I rode it a couple of times and the fucking bike all of a sudden got stupid loud. I was like, what the fuck? I looked down, sure enough, I forgot to put the springs on. So we went back to the shop, did that. I've already ridden it up and down the strip a couple of times, and then like fifth gear, it seems like it wants more fuel, and I totally forgot that when I put this airbox on, it had an aftermarket filter. So it's got like a K&N style filter, and as most of you guys probably know, the stock Banshees come with like a foam filter, so it doesn't get as much air into the intake. So what I'm gonna do is when I get back, I'm gonna swap that out, and I'm also gonna put the snorkel on here that comes, you know, stock. A lot of the Banshees that we get, the snorkel's missing. Some of them come with the snorkels on the airbox and they got like a fucking aftermarket exhaust. So we got tons of them. We're gonna give you guys a quick little look at how she rips, and then we're gonna go deliver it to the person that won it, because we have already done a giveaway with this and it's sold out the day that we finished it. We shot the photos, it was sold out in like 24 hours. We're gonna ride it up and down a couple of times and go deliver it to the winner. Person won it for $75. Crispy fucking machine, and it's getting delivered straight to their door, personally by me. Normally I never wheelie any of the bikes that I build, but since this is like a cheaper one, naturally I just want to fucking wheelie this thing. This wasn't even a full restoration. This was just like a quick little cleanup and flip, but it turned out really nice. Now we have another full resto very similar to this, and that'll be dropping within the next couple of days. And then the builds after that, they get crazy. They get very, very crazy, and I'm excited for you guys to see those in the near future. So make sure to subscribe and make sure to follow us on Instagram, because we're always posting giveaways, cheaper stuff like this that doesn't make it to YouTube. Plenty of builds to come. Definitely don't sleep on it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, two-step with me.
Two-step, one, then comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Baby girl ass jiggle like she want more. Like she a groupie and I ain't even no tour. Maybe cause she heard that I rhyme hardcore, or maybe cause she heard that I buy out the stores. Bottom of the ninth and the nigga got the score. If not, I gotta move on to the next whore. Here comes the 3 to the 2 to the 1. Homeboy tripping, he don't know I got the gun. When they come to poppin', we do shit for fun.